So, hi, dear Taurus. Very, very good evening to you guys. This is Tarot Anjali, and this is a general health, career, finances, love, and spirituality or healing reading for all the Taurus, Sun, Moon, Venus, or Rising for the rest of the month of July 2026. Keep in mind, this is general. This might or might not resonate with you. Don't try to forcibly fit yourself into the reading, honey. Sometimes the messages are not for you. I'm not a medical practitioner, career counselor, or financial advisor. I'm just reading the cards for you. Just take the guidance if it resonates. Otherwise, if you don't want to do that also, you can leave it. Okay. For personal reading healing session, check out the description box. You'll find the links below. And for tarot reading course and Ho'oponopono masterclass 2, links are given below. So let's start. Let's see. For Taurus, let's start with your health. Okay. The health is a vast subject, but I'm going to be mostly focusing on physical health here. But whatever messages will come, I will just let you know. Okay, honey, come back. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sure, let's see. Taurus, your health is the high priestess. Some kind of issues might happen that you might not be able to actually pinpoint that this is actually a health issue. The high priestess represents that you might feel like something is happening, but you might not be able to pinpoint it. Like tell like if I'm going to ask you what is happening, you might say I'm not sleeping well, or I'm having dreams, or I'm having downloads, or I'm having these are like psychic things happening internally. You are feeling like something is happening. It's not bad, it's not good, it's actually neutral, but you can't pinpoint. For some of you, this might be some kind of health issue that you don't want to reveal to anybody. It might be something that you feel like if you're going to share it with somebody, they are not going to understand it, or they're going to judge you or something. Guidance is the king of pentacles. Please talk to somebody like a medical practitioner, like a healer or a therapist, or somebody with whom you can share your problem with if it is bothering you on that level that you're not even able to sleep at night, and you're going to be fine. I don't think so this is something that you should worry about, or this is something that's going to make you feel like, oh my god, I'm dying or something. It might be as simple as like normal sleep issues, or it can be something like related to I don't want to say that word, but this might seem like you might have STD or something, infection or something, UTI or something, and there's nothing to worry about it. Just go, get yourself checked and properly heal. Don't make it like don't make it look like a normal thing if it is bothering you very much. Okay, and if it is something that you're able to manage, still you feel like you should get yourself checked, please do that. Don't ignore it then. When it comes to your career, we have the king of swords. Okay, you are going to be a little bit pissed off or angry because you will not be able to get that kind of outcome of your hard work, or you might feel like whatever you are doing is not working out, or people are not able to recognize your hard work, or you're not getting that kind of results actually the way you wanted. So it's going to make you feel a little bit cold and off and detached. You might take a break from your work also, because you're going to feel like what the hell is happening, why the hell I do anything if nothing good is coming out, right? The guidance here is the five of swords. I think you're worrying too much about something that you cannot change, control, or do anything about, Taurus. Instead of worrying about something that you cannot change or control, try to be at peace with whatever is happening. If you feel like taking a break, you can take a break, but if you are going to continuously be in this stressful energy, then you are going to create more mess, then you are going to create more problems and more issues for yourself, for your work. And if you are specifically angry on a specific person, or your work environment is not good, then also taking a break is going to make you feel lighter and happier. But if you are going to be continuously in anger and you are going to behave like an asshole with everybody around you, guess who is going to suffer at the end of the day? For your finances, we have the world card. There's a completion of a cycle. You might get some kind of results of your investments, or some kind of fixed deposit, or something is coming to full circle. It's like you guys having a good financial health. Something is going to be completely, let's say you started some kind of saving plan or investment plan or something that will be happening, or if you were trying to close something and start a different investment plan or something, that is also possible. For some of you, you guys will be able to start investing in foreign assets, like maybe foreign, what we call that, foreign stock market or something, or purchasing land, or starting to think about it, expanding your investments. Guidance is the moon card. Until unless you guys have the crystal clear clarity and understanding of where you are investing, please don't make any kind of sudden unexpected changes or moves. Okay, talk to somebody who is an expert, talk to somebody who can help you guys to invest properly, okay, to understand properly all the terms and conditions and taxes and information. Otherwise, it's going to be a shit show if you guys are not going to take care of what you are going to do with your money or your finances. Expanding your money is a good thing, finances is a good thing, but without knowledge, it's a dangerous thing, right? For singles, we have the Queen of Pentacles. You are going to be mostly sitting in your power, doing your own thing, not caring too much about the world outside of you. It's like very compassionate, loving, nurturing kind of energy, but very practical and sorted too. Very practical and mature too. Okay, so I think you will be able to attract all kind of energies towards you, but you are going to sit in your power and not doing much about your love life. Guidance is the emperor, right? You are going to be feeling like, okay, until unless you are going to find the right match that you deserve, you are not going to open up to anything or anyone. You are just going to do your own thing. That is actually the guidance also. Until unless you guys are going to feel from inside that you are ready and you should open up, or you should connect with or reconnect with somebody, don't do that. Don't lose your sleep or your peace over something or someone where you know you might not get what you want. So what's the use of even going in that direction? That's good. For couples, whether you are married or otherwise, we have the Hermit card. There is going to be a period of silence. There is going to be a period where both of you are going to either take a break from each other, and or there is less communication happening, and a lot of thinking is happening in this situation, in this connection. You guys are trying to learn from your previous mistakes, both of you. As a couple, both of you are going to be thinking long and hard enough about the future direction of a situation between you and your person. Guidance is the Nine of Pentacles. See, focusing on the situation between you and, and your person is really good, but sometimes all we need is a little space, little time by ourselves. I think when you are going to when you are going to take space and time for yourself, work on your individual energies, you will be able to understand on a very deeper level what you should be doing and what you should not be doing about a connection, about a bond. And that is going to make you feel much more clearer, much more peaceful, and much more happier in your connection also. So right now, if things are not that much working out between you and your person, take space, take time, and work on your individual energies, and then maybe come back to this connection again. And it's for both the partners actually. For your spirituality or your healing journey, we have the Six of Swords. You are moving forward fantastically, beautifully, Taurus, but there are still lots of past baggages that you are carrying with yourself. You have to cut your cords with the past people, past energies, past situations that you're still carrying with yourself, maybe in your nature, maybe in your behavior, maybe in your day-to-day life. And or even if there are so many things that you have to cut your cords from, say goodbye to, you're not doing that. That is actually a blockage in your spiritual or your healing journey, whatever you call it. Guidance here is the Magician. If you are manifesting growth and success and happiness in your spiritual or healing journey, cutting your cords from previous chapters is very, very important. Closing the cycles, closing the unclosed cycles, closing the chapters that are still there, that are still lingering in your energies in some way, shape, or form, is very, very important. Otherwise, keep on manifesting. I have seen a lot of people in the 3D world. They keep on entertaining shit in their life, and with words, with affirmation, they are manifesting a great life. That's not possible. Not possible. Until unless you guys are going to start cutting those situations or people or things out of your system that are not matching with your manifestation game, you guys are not going to reach anywhere. Just keep on pretending that you're manifesting. That's a shit show. That's a stupid game that you're playing and you're never going to win. So that's what I have for you for this month. Hope this helps. I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye bye. Take care. May existence bless you. Namaste.